travelled to Manchester for the 2015 Party Poker World Pool Masters, one of the biggest prizes in pool. The venue is the Victoria Warehouse. It's been mixed fortune so far for the home players. The biggest shock came in the third match of the opening day as England's Carl Boyes in rack 15 took his eye off the ball, quite literally, and left the whole arena shocked. Boyes departed. Then Wally Majid, the Qatari player, was a comfortable winner against former world champion Darren Appleton. But there was some home comfort as Mark Gray stunned the reigning world 10-ball champion Ho Pin Yi to progress into the quarterfinals. Here's a rundown of the results so far in the top half of the draw, and Van Boning, Majid, Haitao and Fayan are through to the quarters. Gray's the first player to advance in the bottom half of the draw, and now can Darren Appleton also progress by defeating the former World Pool Masters finalist Mateusz Sniegocki.
I'm very glad that I can represent my country in this special event because in my country there's a lot of good players, and I realize that it's not easy to get the sport from this group. And I hope I will play good enough to represent my country well.
I really want to win it again because 2 years ago I lost in the final in like a thriller really. I was a little bit unlucky. I lost to Niels Fine in the final, and a couple of years before that I lost another thriller in the semi-final. So I've been close a couple of times to win it since. So I'm pretty desperate now, like to try and win it again. Like you said, like time goes really quick, and 6 years now since I won it, so it's about time I won it again.
It's a classic sporting confrontation. England versus Poland, plenty of those battles over the years, most notably in football. Now, though, it's on a pool table. Darren Appleton against Mateusz Sniegocki for a place in the quarterfinals of the Party Poker World Pool Masters. You know, they say two's company, three's a crowd, but not in a pool commentary box, because I'm very pleased to say, joining myself and Ted Lerner in the commentary box for this match is the Mosconi Cup captain for 2015.
First rack,
Marcus Shamat. Welcome, Marcus.
Hi, thank you. Thank you very much, Phil. Great to be here, doing some commentating on this game, and joining you guys. Been listening all day today about the matches, so it's entertaining.
Sniegocki with the lag, wins the lag, and that can be so important in a race like this. It's a race to 8 winner breaks, but comes up dry. Marcus, and I mean, we've seen so many differences. Some guys have figured out the break, and some guys just can't even get anywhere close to making a ball. What do you attribute that to? The fact that it's a wooden rack, and every rack is different out there.
Well, one thing is every rack is different, like you said, because of the wooden rack, which is good. You don't want to make the same balls every rack. It's boring for the spectators. I think it's boring for the players. I mean, when you play, of course, you want to make a ball and continue, but I rather see some different things happen every other rack, like this tournament, and I really enjoy it. And I was finding my break against Niels towards the end. It was a little bit different break stroke, kind of isn't the speed. I think the speed is very important on the break.
And of course, this is an all-European match, and now, of course, in your capacity as Mosconi Cup captain, you have to keep your eye on players like these two, potential team members.
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of guys asking me, about the team, who's going to be in, who's not going to be in. I think this kind of stage is very important to be able to handle the pressure. I mean, this is not Mosconi Cup, but still it's going to be the same table, same kind of arena, and of course it's going to be more pressure probably playing the Mosconi Cup than any other tournaments. But I mean, if you handle the pressure in this kind of tournament, I think it's real positive.
Well, this man right here, Darren Appleton, eats pressure for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
And a few precious snacks in between.
You got lucky here. I think made it 2 rails. That's how you win world championships. You make him 2 rails instead of 1 rail. Oh, he's
well, yeah, definitely lucky there. But why does it seem that the good players always seem to generate a little bit more luck than the lesser players?
Yeah.
You know, it's like that in a lot of sports. Yeah, all good. Darren Appleton came to pool in 2006 after a successful career in English 8-ball and proceeded to pretty much become a legend in this game in 9 years. What a resume he has built up in that short period of time. I don't think there's any other player in the history of this sport that has done so much in so little time.
Yeah, he's so steady player.
He's got so many assets, so many attributes. For me, the obvious one, burning intensity. He just wants it so badly.
Stubborn, never giving up. That's what. He's really a smart player and knows the mindset of being a player, dealing with the pressure, and that's huge in this game. Ooh.
He's going to take a 1-0 lead. Darren won this event back in 2009 Whirlpool Masters when it was in Las Vegas, defeating Holland's Nick Vandenberg 8-4. He leads Poland's Mateusz Sniegocki 1-0.
Here we go, rack 2. Appleton looking to capitalise.
Good shot.
Oh, look out. He very nearly scratched.
The wide ball was so close to going in, not on one occasion, but on 2. Initially there, and then the 8 ball almost knocked it in as well. Living dangerously. Well, this is the 6th match of the tournament, and Appleton is hoping to buck a trend. In the first 5 matches, the first 2 racks of each match have been shared. No one's taken a 2-0 lead yet.
So, Marcus, take us through what you would see on this rack.
Well, he's going to try to play safe. I don't think he's going to go for this combination. Oh, he didn't. Look. That was a really tough shot, especially when you only played 1 rack at the table.
How different has the TV table been from the practice tables?
There's the difference. I mean, this is heat from the light, a little bit faster, and the balls they keep them real clean from the heating. But it's placed really nicely tables. I mean, it was really a pleasure playing out there with a new cloth and
Stanchion cold.
And the table's placed kind of nice, yeah.
Having missed that combination, Appleton could have left something a lot more straightforward than this.
I thought he's going to try to cut this ball in the corner here. Let's try. I'll tell you one thing: you don't want to try to play safe with Darren. He's so good tactical player. If you have an open shot, you want to play. When you play Efren, you're not looking for safety battles. He's really steady.
I think the lesson is you don't want to play Darren, period, if you don't have to. Look at that.
Yeah.
As if to prove the point of Marcus Schumati. He does it with great emphasis there. Super shot. Of course, born and raised in Yorkshire, England, Darren Appleton, these days living in the great state of Pennsylvania.
My hometown of Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Really? That's where you're from?
Grew up, born and raised.
And that's where he lives now?
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Small world.
But regardless of where he lives now, he's still European through and through. And I think he's going to be a great asset if he makes the team over in Las Vegas in December.
Well, I have absolutely no doubt Darren Appleton will be on that Mosconi Cup team. And I think, Phil, your statistic is about to be broken here. He just got a nice layout.
He came with some big wins last year in the end towards the Mosconi Cup. Darren did. And he likes that pressure, you know. If you go to Mosconi Cup and you can't, you know, thrive from the pressure, you're in big trouble. You know, if you just want to get out of there.
Well, this is why you play a safety like that. A good defense is your best offense. So he forces Sniegocki to just sort of kick at the ball just to get out of the safety and leaves it wide open. Well, Appleton looking for a quick 2-0 lead.
I bet Darren is loving this. He's wearing the same color as Manchester United, and he's a big Manchester United fan. He's playing close to Old Trafford. You know.
Very close, just down the road, yeah.
He's living his life, his dream of his life now.
I think I saw him over there kissing the ground yesterday. Yeah, outside the stadium.
Manchester United have got many, many titles. So too Darren Appleton. And here he's got a 2-0 lead. The early signs for Mateusz Sniegocki aren't exactly encouraging.
So Darren Appleton now. We don't see too many players breaking on this side of the table. Why would that be, Marcus?
Well,
or is it just a preference?
I think preference, I guess, at the moment. And he's making balls, so I think he's going to stay on that side. You know.
No hesitation there, though. The push-out call, because the red 3 ball is blocking his path to the 1. This is the part of the game I find absolutely fascinating, Marcus. We were talking about this last night, actually, in the hotel bar. What do you do with a push-out? How can you consistently feel happy with it? It's such a difficult mental concept for me.
You know, it's a big part of the game. I mean, you, like Darren, he's very good in tactical player. I mean, he's good in everything, but tactical, he's great. I mean, you don't want to try to get to where you push out. You rather play a difficult safety, or if you don't have a shot. But some players are, you know, like, they're not great. So you're really looking for a tactical battle.
Reset the clock, please.
You have to play the players, even in this game.
So what do you think Darren had in mind there? He pretty much knew that Mateusz would not take that shot on?
Yeah.
Well, it was one of those instances, I think, where Appleton thought to himself, I'm probably going to be put back here. But clearly he's quite happy playing this shot.
Good shot. Good.
And now Sniegocki is thinking, why did I fall for that one? The old soft shoe shuffle.
It's good to lay down some good safeties first and second rack of the tournament. I mean, it shows a lot of confidence from Darren's side. You know, it's not so easy to go up here and play, you know, the first couple racks, but it's a good hit.
But he leaves it open. And that's, again, another example of why you play the safety. And, you know, the better the safety, the more chance you're going to get where for a shot like this, an open shot, because your opponent can just hit at the ball, doesn't really know where it's going to end up. So, I mean, you can see early on, I mean, it's pretty clear that Darren is in control of this match already. He's the one dictating the pace.
Taking some time on this shot is important.
Using the 6 ball to hold on the 2, and now looking good again. While he's at the table on this run out, Marcus, let me ask you about the Mosconi Cup. Preparations, are you happy with them so far?
Yeah, everything is looking great. I know exactly who's going to play and everything. Yeah, I mean, discussing a little bit with the matchroom here, you know, regarding the details and, you know, when we're going to arrive and all that, the team is going to arrive. And it's very important details, I think, for the team, because it's in Vegas. So we have to be there a few days early so we don't have jet lag. We don't want to be tired playing, especially in Vegas. It's not easy anyways to get some good rest. So hopefully we can get in a few days early to get some team bonding and get some good practice over there.
And massive shoes to fill, of course. The former captain Johan Reisching had such extraordinary success with the team. So I suppose a tough act to follow.
All pressure on me there, I know. But I just want to do my all the best I can do with the team and try to get a good vibe in the team. I mean, like you said, it's hard to follow what Johan did. I mean, I never played on the Johan, but I mean, he did amazing. I've been watching every year on TV, and I was in Vegas a couple years ago. I mean, he's took it 100% serious. So I'm gonna try to do the same thing, and hopefully we do great as a team. You know, come together as a team, come there as a team, and leave as a team.
In English, there's a phrase, an embarrassment of riches. That means you've got an awfully lot of good players to pick from. So many possible selections for the team. You're in a very good position, aren't you, to defend?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's a lot of good players. Europe has come up with player, like we were talking about the Polish player. They got 20 really good Polish players, and he's the only one, Mateusz. There's another bunch, but you got Babika, you got Karol Skowecki, you got, I can name a few just Polish players that can play really good. Spanish players are coming up good. David Alcaide, Francisco Ruiz, Diaz. I mean, you can just write the whole list here of all players who can play from countries who hasn't been. Look at wait here. I think he's gonna try to bank it inside the 8, and at the same time try to play the carom into the 9 in the corner. I think he still have extension, or
he's used his extension. So, oh wow,
great shot.
all right, this.
Great.
He appears by his body language to be in that zone already.
He's drinking tea and in England. He's back in England. He's drinking tea and eating fish and chips.
He's in the shadow of Old Trafford. He's loving it. Darren Appleton in command, up 3-0 over Poland's Mateusz Sniegocki.
The story so far, domination from Darren Appleton in the ascendancy.
Well, it's been two excellent lockdown safeties from Dynamite Appleton that led to two of those three racks.
Well, good news, bad news there. The 7 and the 8 ball disappear, but the end position of the 1 doesn't do Appleton any favours. Just in behind the 2 and the 5 there.
It's only ever you get a shot when you leave the cue ball down here after the break. It's really hard. That's not what you're looking for. Even when you make a ball, it's almost it's like maybe one time out of 10 you have a shot on the 1 ball. Look at this.
Look at this safety.
Oof.
Oh, he just caught the point there in the side pocket.
He's got the speed down great on that table, hasn't he? I mean, if
it doesn't hit that point.
If it doesn't hit the point, it's going to be perfect behind.
And I think that illustrated just how he's feeling at the moment. There was genuine disappointment when he left the table there that he hadn't got the snooker.
Mateusz, has he made a ball yet? I mean, has he been running some
He's
balls? No, I don't think so. He should have cut the 1 ball, like I said earlier. Instead, he elected to play safe.
Yeah, I think he knows now that he's going to have to, if he gets an opportunity to make a ball, he's going to have to go for it. He's not going to, he shouldn't play safe because he's going to be in for a rough ride. Like there.
It's okay. He played like a double thing. Same time safe as trying to bag it.
And it leaves horrible queuing here for Appleton. When you're queuing down on the white, there's always the chance of imparting unwanted side and therefore making a misjudgment. I think the white's just travelled a little too far.
I think he's got a shot. It's close, but
it's not an easy shot. I think he's got to make something happen. He's got to get in the match. So he's got to make this shot right here. And he didn't even come close. And he scratches.
One hand.
Not a good start for Mateusz in this match.
Start the clock.
The missed pot was bad enough. The scratch adding insult to injury.
Well, Darren knows he's got that yellow 1 ball. He's just lining up the next shot. So the 2 will come down in the corner. It appears to be what he's looking at.
Extension call.
And you can see him pointing the Q-tip right behind the blue 2.
Is he trying to play a combination? Maybe? Yeah. Look.
Oh, the 2 does not pass.
No.
The 3.
Ooh,
pretty crafty shot.
He's looking great. I mean,
you know, guys, this is, I think,
some English tea and fish and chips. This is what it does to you.
And Man United right around the corner. He loves it.
No, but he's looking confident. Don't you think, Phil?
This is the best we've seen any player so far. He is already in the zone.
Well, it's the best start by a quantum leap mile, isn't it? You're talking about no one's ever taken a 2-0 lead in the tournament, and yet he's on the verge of taking a 4-0 lead. And that means he's halfway to victory already. Sniegocki has got a battle and then some.
There's a Manchester United shirt, and there's almost another, same colours at least.
The United fan striking every goal. 4-0 ahead, well on the way to a quarter-final place. Welcome back. Before the break, Darren Appleton surged into a 4-0 lead. There was a fight back from his Polish rival, who secured 3 of the next 4 racks. We're going to rejoin the action at the start of the ninth. Mateusz Sniegocki to break.
You know, he very nearly made the 9 ball there. Just missed going in. He's got a ball down.
If he can get underneath the 5, I doubt it. To play rail first.
You see the 2 ball very nearly kicked in the 9. That would have got the attention of Darren.
Only one golden break in the tournament so far. The beneficiary, Niels Fine.
Yeah, against me.
I thought you might have forgotten.
Well, you just reminded him,
And
Phil.
the thing was, the game before I got a back skid on the 6 to where I scratched to make it 3-1 for me. A skid and I scratched. He made it and then he broke and ran. I broke the 9 ball after that, then he broke and ran. So it's a big difference between me going up 3-1.
A push out from Sniegocki. What do you like here, Marcus?
I don't know if he can see the one or... I think he's going to try to play a kick shot to where it's safe. He's going to play safe.
Extension call.
I don't know if Darren's going to take it on.
One needs extra thinking time, so asking and getting the 30-second extension.
How about that?
Good shot to Darren.
Now, did he actually saw that shot,
yeah.
the possibility of that going in?
Because the 2 ball was over the pocket, that's why he carried him off the 2, banked the 1 over to the 2 and off the ball. Great shot from Darren.
His clarity of thought when it comes to shot selection is so advanced, isn't it?
That's the kind of shot that wins you matches right there. That's something like that. I'm sure when Mateusz put that push out on, he didn't even think about that shot.
No, I doubt it. I doubt it.
And the biggest compliment you can pay Appleton is that kind of imagination is what you'd expect to see from the leading Filipinos. One question about the Mosconi Cup. I have to ask you, Marcus, you're having a rejuvenation in your own playing career, currently 3rd on the European points list. If you were to qualify for the team, would you play?
Well, I had the question, I don't know how many, what happens? I mean, even the players who are here in the European, what happens if you qualify as a player? I mean, I haven't thought about it because I put some effort now to being a captain, mindset. if I qualify as a player, I think I deserve it. It's not easy. You have to beat.
I think you have to play.
Yeah.
Playing
If you qualify as a player on the ranking, you really play the whole season with the European players.
Yeah, you have to, Marcus. You have to, you're playing captain, right? It wouldn't be easy, but what an experience.
And you wouldn't be setting a precedent because it's happened before. We've had playing captains in the Moskeny Cup in the past, so why not in 2015? Well, this is very good from Appleton. The opening shot. Creative in the extreme. Executed delightfully, as was the rest of the rack. It's looking a little ominous for Mateusz Sniegocki now, because Darren Appleton leads 6-3. 2 more racks required. Purely in terms of the quality of the pool he's produced, for me, this is the best performance of the tournament so far.
Rack 10, Darren Appleton to break, leading 6 racks to 3.
Right, comes up empty.
I was gonna say he wants a good break there and get on the hill. That's when you're leading 6-3. Like, let's get on the hill. And when you get that gap between 4 games, it's big. And I mean, you want a gap anyway, but if you get on the hill 7-3, it's quite big lead. I think he's gonna play the combination here.
I mean, is that you feel that's a smart move to play offensively at this point, or I mean, he's got safety options.
It looks like he's going to play safe, yeah. Darren's going to try to kick this ball 2 rails underneath.
When you look at Darren, the concentration and the thought process, it's like
Extension call.
It's palpable. He's so involved.
I don't think Mateusz can bank this ball. Otherwise, I think he would bank it in the side pocket. So he's going to try to play safe, I think. If he can get the cube behind the 4, it would be great, right?
There's not a great deal of room there.
Who wants the 9 ball? Darren is this.
Well, this is perhaps more problematic than the first snooker he found himself in.
He's have to hit the rail just before the 5 ball. Yeah. Left.
He doesn't like the result of that. He leaves it wide open.
Yes, a member of the audience said shot. I think sometimes when a player makes contact, it's best not to say shot until you see the balls finish rolling, because quite clearly the end result is not what he wanted at all.
He's looking to go into the 6 here with the cue ball.
Well, he's always been playing catch-up, Sniegocki, but he's sticking in there.
He's playing steady.
over the last 12 months he's had some pretty good success. He won a Euro Tour event in Portugal.
Beat me in the final.
In Valdelobo, yeah. Runner-up in the Greece Open in Athens. Last 16 of the China Open in Shanghai, where you were, Ted, and he won the Polish Open as well.
Well, Marcus, take us inside his thought process now as regards that 6-ball. Does he go for a combination?
I think he's going to try to land in between the 6 and the 9. Because the way he played the angle, I think that's what he's going to try to do. You don't want to play the combination, he'd rather shoot the ball in the corner. See?
As you said.
Yeah. Table's playing nicely.
What I like about Mateusz, he's not panicking. He seems to be very comfortable playing safety with Darren.
Oosh. Great shot there. That was a stroke of confidence, you know, too.
And given the level of Appleton's performance in this match, a lot of players might have been intimidated. Not him.
No.
Risen to the challenge.
Well, this to move to 6-4. And he will be breaking in rack number 11, just down 2. Certainly appears confident despite being down 2 in this race to 8. First round match here at the Party Poker Whirlpool Masters.
Hello there again. Darren Appleton was within 2 racks of a place in the quarterfinals. Then in the 11th, Mateusz Sniegocki scratched from the break, and Appleton cleared the table to stretch his lead. Here's rack 12.
Well, he got a ball down.
I think he's going to have a shot.
And he kept the cue ball in the center.
One ball over the corner. No?
No.
You just roll a little bit too far to one.
Yeah, you can't see it.
As the one was coming down the table, it looked as though he was going to be okay, but then he just carried on travelling and just a little too far.
Ah.
Well, you can see parts of it, but not enough to pot it.
That, Marcus, must be very annoying at any point of any match, let alone when you're on the hill.
Yeah. I mean, he's thinking just a hair more. I could have the one in the corner. I mean, he's laying well. Could have been worse. It could have been 6-5 if Mateusz didn't scratch on the break, you know. So.
Push out for Darren. Now, does Mateusz want to take this on?
You have to play safe. I think he's going to try to back it down to the other side of the table and then leave the cue ball down here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Left the gap.
Certainly appears that he did leave a gap. Oh, yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see what election he makes here. Because the tubo is laying over the side pocket, but he doesn't have a real path to go back and forth. So I think he might go try to hit the cue ball, make the ball and the cue ball into the 7. No.
Well, he's missed precious little, but that was a tough one at that pace.
Yeah, these are very tight pockets here. Well, everything riding on every single shot for Sniegocki. One mistake and he's more than likely finished. That was nicely done.
Watch out. See if the tubo passes by the 6 here. Otherwise, you have to play safe. Barely.
Horrible these cutbacks though when the cue ball's so close to the object hole.
Yeah, it's very tough. Yeah, you're right.
And the natural tendency is to overcut them, which means he might make contact with the 6.
Pool is a lot like golf, right? Mentally, don't hit it out in the right, and then you hit it to the right.
He's not happy with that at all.
What was it? I think he was trying to get behind safety, right?
It seemed to hit a little hard.
Yeah, it's so hard. I mean,
if he was trying to play safe, why didn't he hit it softer?
he can't be happy with that shot. You know, it was.
Well, maybe not in the conception of the shot, but certainly in the execution of it. That was a candidate for his worst shot of the match.
Big shot here from Darren.
And Philip couldn't have come at a worse time.
Perfect. That was, he didn't hit the rail. It's perfect.
It's the beginning of the end, I think.
Well, if it is the beginning of the end, it might be appropriate for you and I, Ted, to thank the European Mosconi Cup captain for coming in and...
Never over till the fat lady sings. Yeah, it's been a pleasure being here with you guys. Enjoy it.
She hasn't sang yet, but she's warming up.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. See?
There you go. You're right.
You almost, if he wouldn't got a top of the 9. I haven't seen Darren play in a while. You know, I try to keep up to date when I see the European players, but yeah, I know Darren is doing his job in America, you know. So, but obviously he's looking very well. You know.
And if Appleton's playing well, what a boost that is for European hopes in the Mosconi Cup. And so we wish you all the very best in Las Vegas. We're supposed to be impartial. I know Ted wants the Americans to win. I'm a European, so I'll be cheering for the Europeans to balance things out.
Well, yeah.
I'll take any support I can get for that, because I need it during that. It's going to be a lot of pressure, and you know, Phil, you on shoes. It's going to be an honor, but yes, it's going to be all the pressure on me. You know, if anything goes wrong, then blame it on me. There it is.
Well, let's hope that Marcus is captain fantastic, and I can tell you the word fantastic certainly applies to that performance from Darren Appleton. Mateusz Sniegocki contributed to a very good match, but in the end Appleton wins by 8 racks to 4. His quarter-final place is sealed.
I was really nervous at the start of the match, but if you're on the sidelines, maybe I probably didn't show it on the outside, but inside I was really nervous, probably as nervous as I've ever been, really. So I managed to hide that really well. So I was really pleased by just mentally at the table. I felt focused and didn't have anything negative running through my mind.
A confident Darren Appleton booking his place in the last 8. alongside Mark Gray. Next up for us is last year's runner-up Nikos Economopoulos against the German Ralf Suke. Join us for that. It promises to be